tell you, those days are over.
The longshoremen's strike that many feared has now begun, and the ramifications could be significant. Just after midnight on October 1st, tens of thousands of dock workers from the International Longshoremen's Association, ILA, walked off the job, effectively paralyzing key ports along the U.S. East Coast and Gulf Coast. These ports, stretching from Maine to Texas, handle over half of the nation's containerized trade, and their sudden closure has sent shockwaves through the supply chain. Negotiations between the International Longshore and Warehouse Union and the U.S. Maritime Alliance, which represents the employers, stalled after months of deadlock. The core issues are wages and automation. Workers are demanding a 77% wage increase over 6 years, fearing that automated systems will replace jobs if...
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there, unto the Israelite foreigners, from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. October 1st, already good things are happening. Clearly, today's a day. The port strike has begun. In turn, all hell, the beginning of all hell to break loose. All right. Everything has a beginning. Everything has an end. And what a perfect way to start all this turmoil. And as this so-called happens to be around the days of these small hatters so-called holiday, that the port strike. And then we just got word that Iran striked Israel. All right, things are happening. So much things are happening. So much beautiful things are happening. You had the hurricane. Certain places are completely gone. You know, and then you got like what, 3 or 4 hurricanes on its way. So the port, no food, hurricanes, disaster. Then you have the election that's coming up. Then you have distraction after distraction after distraction. So you have a lot of things that's going on for just to keep up what's going on. You know? Because we in that time, we are in that time frame where the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai he's judging this world. He's judging it in a fashion that is strategic. This is how we know that all hell, like, once Jacob's trouble starts, which we are in the time, everything's gonna speed up. And the end game is that Revelation 13 and 16, that Michael C hit. 2nd Ezra 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligent in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the measurement is what? The prophecies. All right? The prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The utter judgment. Okay? And you see me get this real quick? Hold on. Matthews 24. And to the point 6, it says, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. And Apostle Gabar broke it down. Rumors is a Latin word or Italian word for rumor. It means noise. So a lot of noise is getting louder and louder. It says rumors in the sense of hearing, the organ of hearing, the ear, the thing heard, instruction, namely oral or preaching the gospel, hearsay, report of rumor. It says the act of sense of the act the sense or the thing heard, audience, ear, frame of your fame, which you heard, hearing, preach, report, rumor. So it's screaming right now. World War III, civil unrest, all right, famines, pestilence. It's screaming right now. And everything, every single step is justification. That's the amazing thing about it. And everybody can't see how tight knit how perfect this thing is turning around. Everything is justified. Every move is justified. Every cry is justified for the ultimate goal. All right. And it says, "Be ye not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." And we've been in this time frame for a long period of time. But now it says, "For the nation shall rise up against nation." So before, you never really heard much of this group hating that group of people. And it's not talking about actually, it's talking about nations. 18 nations. When you hear these 18 nations go about, when you hear race wars. And how in America can race wars be? Like this whole, you got DJ Donald Trump that's made a statement that he would give the police 1 hour to do whatever to criminals. So now people gotta have to scratch their heads like, what does he mean by that? He means the actual purge. He means what he means. He was dead serious. So they're gonna push narrative of making you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans the most hated people on the planet Earth. So that means that everybody is gonna see you, gonna clench their fists, you are gonna get the blame for everything. So there is nations that should be rising against nations. All right, kingdom against kingdom, and that's why we're hearing about Iran, Israel. That's a topic. Israel is trying to attack Libya, ground troops, taking over, occupying that land. All right, and there shall be famines. So with this port dock situation, it's going to lead to hyperinflation. Now, a lot of times, like when the whole port thing, when they didn't let nobody back in, what was it, in the West Coast, the United States was using their reserves. So now certain corporations going to have to use up what they have. So nothing new is going to come in. It's going to use up their reserves. So now you're going to have price gouging. All right, you're going to have price gouging in a way that's going to create hyperinflation, because people are going to try their best to make money off of this whole thing. And then it says, and pestilence, which is what? Viruses, diseases, also at an all-time high. I believe, who said it? It was Candace Owens. They said they did a ceasefire in Palestine for the UN to come and give these people the vaccination, some wax. All right, they're gonna give them some juicy juice, and then once they give the people the juicy juice, they're gonna go back and attacking them again. So what they literally trying to use everything in their arsenal to get rid of those people that's over there. So this is an all-out fucking war, man. War of hatred, yo. And the deepest level. It says, in earthquakes in diverse places. So these are some of the forms of the Lord proving, like, look, he's on his way. All right? He's on his way. He's judging. And I did a show through the Spirit. This random video popped up. A man saying that some James Wood telescope indicating an armada, well, see, now I can say it, of ships coming. He said, city-like ships, huge ships. And they say it's not no comets because comets don't move in the way intelligence like that. So the Lord is about to visit this world. All right. And it says, right, 2 Ezra 9:2-3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. So with earthquakes all over in diverse places, but the key thing is the uproars of the people. And what's going to be the main thing of an uproar of the people? When they're starving to death. 2 Ezra 15. Let me try to go to the point. 18, I believe. 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. People are going to lose it because the times are going to get rough. It's going to get tough. Times is going to, like it says, what's it? 2 Timothy 3, I believe. I'm not. This now also that in the last days perilous times shall come. When you look up the word perilous, it's hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage. So we're about to hit a savage time. All right. Right now, things going back to normal. Everything is going back to some form of, not going back to normal, I mean, seeming like it's normal. But up in the horizon, there's going to be a lack of things. All right? Lack of goods. Because that's what I wanted to do. Spirit. Because of what? America lived good. These people is living a good life. Revelations 18:6-7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. So when you look up the word deliciously, is to be wanton, mean undisciplined, to live luxuriously. When you don't lack nothing, you can go up, you could call somebody to get you some food, when you could just walk down the block and get your food yourself, or just cook your damn self for yourself. But you just have so much money to splurge, you decide, let me pay somebody to go get me some food, knowing that the food that you're getting is just for the moment until you feel hungry again. That means that you live deliciously, you live a luxurious life. But the majority of people on the planet Earth can't get a full course meal. But you living good. All right. This is how America is established. These people live a undisciplined life. That's why you have a lot of people are obese. The majority of the Americans today are all obese. All right. The military, they're willing to take obese people, not to whip them into shape, to fill up the bodies. People got stomachs hanging down to the floor. That's how good they live. But what's going to happen when that luxurious life overnight is gone, taken from you? What's going to happen when you can't eat a cheeseburger at 3 o'clock in the morning because you were smoking weed? You know what I'm saying? Or go to your favorite bars or so to drink beer or whatever. People are going to lose it. All right? They're going to lose it. But because of this undiscipline, all this shit is going to happen. It says, in sorrow give her, for she say in her heart, I sit a queen. I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So they believe, the American society has the belief that nothing bad is going to happen. Well, I hate to tell you, but I'd love to tell you, everything's set in motion. Everything is set in motion. what you have done and what you have always been standing strong on is all being taken from you. And it's the leaders of America. Now we come to realize it's the leaders, the people that's in power, is slowly removing that power from the people. They the ones that's bringing the misery to you. But ultimately, the Lord is the one that's doing it. And after when it's all said and done, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to nuke this place. Alright? He's going to clean up the chefs. He's going to clean up the table by throwing everything upside down. So this world's fragile. Is ready to go. And this port situation is keen to everything. In other words, it's a pivotal point. There's no turning back. They could go back and make an agreement, but look how much damage is going to be done. Right? Because these markets, they wasn't making money. So when they put the prices up, those prices are going to stay up. If any things go back. Because this man's the devil. Edom is the devil. Alright? So the Lord is going to wipe this place out. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Death, mourning, and famine, and she shall utterly, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. So this place is going to be burnt with fire. Alright? Utter fire. So a great dearth is coming. A great civil unrest is coming. Martial law is coming. All hell is about to break loose. Thus saith the scripture. So with that being said, do something real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.